Hello, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another Josh Kemp on Cars episode. Today I want to talk about my experience of buying an Audi, and more in particular the Audi A4 TFSI B7 model, but also more in general the same cars, or the cars that share the same engine, so the TFSI of the same year, so between the 2005 and 2008. So you've got the Golf GTI Mark V, Seat Leon Cupra, and the Skoda Octavia VRS. So they all share the same engine, the two TFSI engine. I'm going to want to talk to you about the sort of issues or sort of things you need to look out for if you are looking to buy one, or even just general maintenance, and just cover the topic off like that basically. So let's without further ado, let's kick it off. So the first thing I want to talk about is the cam follower. So the cam follower is a little thimble type part that sits behind or inside the high pressure fuel pump, and basically over time it wears. There's a bit of a coating on it, like a Teflon type coating on it, that over time wears down and basically can create a hole in that particular part, and then causes all sorts of issues in the background with sort of feeding fuel into the engine, all the rest of it. So a very important part to get fixed. It is a bit of a design flaw on Audi's part. Get them changed every sort of 15,000 miles or every 2 years, or even just get them inspected to see if they're actually having any issues. Some cars, do 150,000 miles, never have a single issue, and then some cars, they seem to go at sort of 70,000 miles, or it's very hard to try and work out when they go or not. it's just a case of if you're lucky or not. But yeah, get that inspected. The part itself is only about 40 quid. The HP, so high pressure fuel pump, sits on top of the engine anyway, so it's quite easily accessible. You can do it yourself. There's plenty of videos out there. I'll try and link them somewhere on the screen to sort of do the work yourself, or you can just take it to a garage and just get it done, peace of mind. But yeah, that's number one. So the second one I want to talk about is the diverter valves. So the diverter valves on the 2-litre TFSI engine in particular fail quite often. They're sort of a cracked design on them basically, and they fail quite a lot. Audi did bring out a revision called the Revision D, so if your car hasn't got that, then I just highly recommend to get it changed, because basically they end up leaking boost, and the car doesn't perform as it should, and yeah, it's just worth changing. So another thing you need to keep an eye out for. Third issue, or things that need to look out for, is the oil pickup pipe. So this sits within the sump of the car itself, amongst obviously all the oil and the rest of it. Again, these get clogged up and then cause loads of oil pressure issues. So if you've got a light that keeps flashing every now and again saying oil pressure high, that's probably what it is. So I highly recommend to get that changed. Again, not a very expensive part, however the labour is quite high, because obviously they have to drop the subframe down, get the sump off, drain all the oil, so yeah, there's a couple of hours of work there. So depending on what garage you go to and the rates, then yeah, it might cost you a bit. Another thing to look out for is the chain tensioners. So the chain tensioner sits at the back of the engine, so it's a bit of a nightmare to get to. Again, these sort of, it's very hard to work out when they wear and when they don't, and what sort of mileage, etc. But yeah, they basically start causing like a bit of a rattly sound. So if your engine starts to make like a bit of a rattly sound, then that's one of the things to keep an eye out for. So if you are going to view a car, just get it to idle and see if you can hear sort of it's quite a distinctive rattle sound. Just keep an eye out for that. Again, I mean, parts wise about 250, I think, maybe a bit more, and then labour is quite expensive as well, because it sits right at the back of the engine, so a bit of a nightmare to sort out. But yeah, not all cars suffer with the same issue. And another one to watch out for is high oil consumption. So I mean, these cars in general, or the engine in general, do suffer with high oil usage. So roughly a litre every 1,000 miles seems quite high, but unfortunately it's just one of those things, and it's just the way the engine's designed. A lot of Audis, I know even the newer sort of B8 version, suffer with the same thing as well. The S4 does it, so it's not uncommon. But just keep an eye on the oil is what I'd say. If you are again looking to go and buy a car, just check the oil, make sure it's within the brackets, and oil, make sure they use some decent oil basically. So I use Castrol Edge 5W30, which is recommended, so just make sure they use a good sort of variant of oil. But yeah, I mean, the other thing you can do as well on these cars is there's a little button on the dash which you can click, which is called check, and it basically goes through all the different parts of the engine, suspension, brakes, blah blah, and just tells you if there's anything wrong. And then just on top of that, a couple of things to normal sort of things you look out for when buying a car is the cam belt. Make sure the cam belt water can be changed every 5 years, or roughly 70,000 miles. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative. And if you have, then please give it a thumbs up and share it. Share it with your friends, or someone who's looking to buy a 2.2 TFSI engine car from 2005-2008. And don't forget to subscribe for plenty more content to come. If you have really enjoyed this video, please let me know, and I'm happy to talk more about this car in particular, maybe go through some of the running costs and all that sort of stuff. So just let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys for plenty more content to come. Cheers, thank you, goodbye.